And welcome back. Today we have the U5, the U5, the BT 400 remote also with this device. If you guys are brand new to the channel, make sure you guys do consider subscribing. I want to show you guys some of these cool features that this thing has. This thing is pretty nice and neat. Leave me a comment below. Let me know if you guys have tested any of the BuzzTV products. So one of the things I tell people is that QR code, scan it. Scan the QR code and see what you get when you do scan it. They have a lot of really cool features on this thing, and it takes you to the BuzzTV's website, and it gives you everything about this remote, the entire guide. They got the BT 300 and the 400, and it gives you all the features on how to set it up, the legend, factory resetting, manual TV source pairing, there's two methods. You got some for Samsung, LG, Sony, Panasonic, TCL, Thompson, Toshiba, Grundig, Sharp, Haier, and Philips. And it tells you, this is how you do it. You press the number on what you want to do, and that's it with all the different brands. Static mouse only in BT mode, and then of course you got the warranty. So some pretty good stuff, and I would highly recommend going through that and just reading it. So great stuff there. Now as far as your device goes on the U5, and I think the HD also has this remote, and there might be another device out there that might have this remote too. If you come here to BuzzTV Smart Remote, update control software. If you click on this, it's going to check if there's any kind of firmware updates. Now, when I first got this and I first turned it on, it did say there was a firmware update. I clicked OK, it updated it, and then I was good to go. You could do auto TV setup. So when you do this, it's going to say STB waits for the TV code, unknown TV couldn't recognize your TV brand. You could do a manual setup, and then you just go through the steps. Not going to do that now. Backlight on. So if I want to turn it on, I click it, and then if I move up and down, it's gonna be on the lights. Now, when you do have the lights on, it will eat the battery a little bit quicker. So I'm going to go to backlight off. I'm going to turn it off. So it does say on, but that means if I want to turn it on. It's kind of, I don't know. I wish it was like a red, green or something. I don't know. It kind of messes with me a little bit. Set up color keys. These are for these color keys right here. So let's just say red. You're like, hey, I want red for, I don't know, YouTube. Come all the way down to YouTube. There it is. If you want something else, whatever it is, this is where you're going to want to do it. As you're adding apps, that's where it's going to be. Pair Bluetooth remote. If you want to pair another one, or if you want to pair this one, actually, this one stops working or whatever, or you bought a new one, this is where to do it. Just hold those two buttons until that red light starts flashing. Once it begins to flash, let go. Bottom left-hand corner down there, it's going to say remote found. It's going to say the BT 400, and we're all set. HDMI CC settings is just to turn on the TV on, and I always leave this on, all of it. And yeah, I just leave it alone. Max volume settings. This is another one. If you want to force the volume louder, turn it on. If you know, just in case you like to hear it louder. So that's pretty much it on this remote. Now, for whatever reason, if you know there's an update, let's just say right here, you could check the version on this one. This one says current firmware V07, so version 7. If BuzzTV says, hey, you should be on version 8, one thing sometimes I do this, BuzzTV OTA, click on this, check for updates. When you check on it, look right here, it says your system is up to date. Sometimes the device might need an update, and then that might launch the smart remote update too. So pretty simple. Now, as far as your remote goes, your remote does have a lot of different buttons here. So up here at the top, you got the power, you got the sources, pause, play, rewind, fast forward. This is your BuzzTV, your guide, your settings, your back button, your mouse. The mouse is, remember, a little squirrely. Home button just brings home. Here's your volume and your channel button. You have your last page, your info. Here's all the color-coded apps or whatever you want to use, shortcuts. It says 0 through 9 or 1 through 9, the 0 at the bottom, page up and down. The only thing I really don't like about the remote is this part right here, up, down, left, right, and the center OK button. When I do hold it, I do feel like there's a slight little lip right there, but like if you got any fat fingers, you might hit one of the two buttons. Earlier, I was hitting the down button and I accidentally hit the mouse button, and then I was like trying to figure out where I was at to get out of that page. So sometimes it does get a little bit squirrely, but if you're very like, once you get used to it, then you should be okay. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. This thing is a really good remote. It has a lot of cool stuff. If the QR code doesn't work, there is a URL right there. You just type in the URL, buzztv.com/smart remote. That's it. And then you can get all the features and all that stuff. So yeah, with all that being said, hope you guys appreciate today's episode. Try to get you guys here all the latest and greatest information. You guys take care of each other, and I'll see you guys in the next one.